Good day, friends. New project, and it's not something I was going to start today because I've got something on the go already. But because of the way that job's going, and I've got a bit of time on my hands right now, so I'm going to show another guitar that I'm going to be working on, upgrading and changing about. Like I say, I'm not going to be doing it today, but I'll show you what it is. Don't get excited. It's a parts caster. It's not a real Fender. It's got a Fender decal on there. It's got all this gunk on the back. It's a bit overkill if you ask me, but it's the way it is. But this has come in, and it's going to get the Smith treatment, the Maiden treatment. We're going to remove all the electrics, all the pickups, and the scratch plate or the pick guard. It's all coming out, and we're going to replace it all. And we're going to go with, got a pick guard in here. We're going to upgrade it to an SH configuration. So I've got that there. I've got strings, I've got pickups when I find them. Just some generic Chinese pickups. I imagine these are going to be fantastic. I've got some of these in one of my guitars. Then we're going to have these pickups in there. Let's have a look at them. White covers. Is it Adrian Smith? Cream covers there. So that's how we're going to be going. And we will be having pickup surrounds as well as the pick guard, which is, you might think, is a little bit unorthodox, but it's the way this guitar is made. Pickup rings, where are they? Got them somewhere. Can't find them. Maybe they're in the case. I'll have a look later. But there are two silver pickup rings going on that scratch plate as well. Like I say, it's definitely not a Fender. Here you go. Got them here. Got them here. So they're going to go on there. Chrome pickup rings, blah 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 blah. I will be replacing all of the pots. There'll be 250Ks in there. I'll be upgrading with 500K ones. I've got some really good quality alphas in stock, so I'll be sticking 3 alpha audio pots in there. Capacitors, I will go with a Mullard mustard. Wiring, I'll do a standard. The tremolo will be blocked off. Well, it'll just be hard-tailed. If I've got any extra springs, I'll put an extra one in there. If I don't have any extra springs, I will tighten that claw up as far as it will go. Neck-wise, I have no idea what neck this is, but let me tell you something. This is a very, very good neck. The truss rod works. There are 2 or 3 high frets, so it doesn't need a fret level, so I'm not even charging for the fret work. Should be really simple to get this all right. I will polish the frets. But yeah, what a very nice neck. The frets are sticking out a little bit at the side, nothing to worry about too much there. I'll be using the original bridge, the original saddles. I don't think the block I've got in the box is any better than the one that's in there, so that will be going in there. So this is going to be an Maiden, Adrian Smith, is it? I can't remember his first name for life of me, I know it is and all. Someone, you're obviously going to correct me on that if I'm wrong. Smith bloke out of Maiden. It's going to be a copy of his signature. We will get it all set up right. Neck is absolutely fine, so I'm sure everything else is going to be absolutely fine as well. Not been asked to do a coil split on the pickups, but I might do that. I might stick a push-pull pot in there. I will talk to Jamie about it. These are the strings he's given me. 40, a 1046 set, most likely. Standard tuning, I believe, but that may change. So, already got the strings off, already tested the intonation and everything. Could be having a new knot on it as well. I will likely go with a bone knot. We'll see how we are later on. I think the cycleback ones I've got a bit too thin, so it's looking like I should get a bone knot in there. The slot is actually quite thick. It's quite a wide slot there, so I may even have to fill a little bit of that area in. Let's see how we go once I get the knot out. Anyway, so that's it. I will come back intermittently with updates on this, so stay tuned. Back soon. Just a mini update on Jamie's guitar, and I've built up the new scratch plate, got the pickups in, blah 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 blah, and it looks fantastic. Problem is, this pickup is resting on the cavity and I can't get the scratch plate enough this way. Also, I had to remove the large pots and put the small ones back in because the large pots were holding the this plate back and I couldn't get it down enough. But because of this, and because now the neck pocket area here is overlapping, we won't get the neck in. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to reroute this slot inside here. So what I'm going to do is, let me just show you the gubbins how it all works here. Here's all the wires ready to be wired in. But I've had to go with one large pot, which is fine, and two small ones. Two of the originals are going in. Also the volume knob has to go over this pickup ring. It's just got enough to hold it on there, so that's going to work fine. But what I need to do is I'm going to route this area. I'm going to route about another 5mm off there. So I've got to get this jig, make a small jig, get my router out, take this bridge off, get my router out, and I'm going to route about 5mm off this edge here. I might even take a little bit just off this edge to make room for that pot. Shouldn't be too difficult. I might have to make a jig, because I could just go along the edge of this using one of my bits with the collar on there, so I might be alright with that anyway. And maybe I could do a little bit freehand. I will still make a jig, I think. Don't want to cock anything up, and it won't be black in there then, but that doesn't matter. You're not going to see inside there. So that is what I am going to do. After that, pretty straightforward. The pickups look nice. That one's not quite matching, but I don't have another cover, so it's as close as we can get it. It will have to do. I do think though, but it looks really, really good. Also don't have a cream tip. If I had one, I'll stick one on there. If I can find one, I'll stick a cream tip on there. But as things are, looking really good. Back soon. And we're back. And the writing bit went well, but after I'd done the writing bit, I came back and realised there was still the neck pocket, well, not the neck pocket, where the neck pickup goes, was still holding the bridge plate, the scratch plate back, so I had to take some out from the neck pickup area as well. So here are all the wires. I've rerouted them and cable tied the pickups, ready to go in. They go perfectly into the body of the guitar. Got plenty of wire there for the wiring I need to do. Nothing's going to move. It's all nice and neat. I'll show you with it all in the guitar. All the holes line up. When I get to put the scratch plate on, that will be fine. Here you go. That is now fitting absolutely perfectly. And I'll show you the state of the guitar inside. It is not uber pretty. This is the part I routed. I routed about 3mm off this edge here, as you can see, but when it got to this side I already put router away. I thought, you know what, I'll just go in, and I chiselled some out, and it's not pretty, but Jimmy says, look, I'm not worried about that, it's under a scratch plate, don't worry about it. I chiselled a little bit out here as well, but everything fits superbly. Now these are the pickups that are going in, the Yeehaw pickups, Chinese brand. They're not expensive. I'm sure they're going to be fine. So wires in there. Also going to put an earth wire from the bridge, from the tremolo claw bracket. There you go. And that is how it all fits in. I've checked the neck for size. The neck fits as well. I did say before this is an Adrian Murray. Copy of an Adrian Murray guitar. It's not Adrian Murray. I said Adrian Smith. It's actually Dave Murray. Jamie let me know this morning. I just assumed this is just the first name I came out with. So, for all those people who are going to go to the beginning of this video and say, oh, that's wrong, it's not Adrian Smith, it's Dave Murray. There you go, it's Dave Murray. Not really matters to me. It's work, and I'm doing a guitar for a client. That is it. So, all ready to be put together now. I'm going to get the wiring done, get this plate on, get my neck back on. Then I've got a few frets that need levelling, so come back for that. So just about ready to start soldering everything. Like I said, I did show this before. All the wiring ready to go. I've also added a new earth wire from the spring claw. You'll notice I've got the spring claw all the way up with an extra spring in there because we're going to have this hard-tailed. New earth wire coming all the way through. You'll notice I'm also tidying up the bits I routed. Along here, along here, and along here. And this chunk, took a chunk out of here as well. Tidied it all up, just with some black marker pen. Just make it look the part. But that is going to go together absolutely fine. So I'm going to get all the wiring done, and then I can start doing fret levelling. Here's all the wiring done, bar the earth wire from the claw screw at the back of the tremolo, and the jack, which I've got to wire in yet. I've cable tied everything together, all nice and neat. keeping stuff out of the way. I need to solder the jack to that pin there onto one of the earth wires, and the earth from the claw screw to there. So that's it. So I'm going to get this in now, and that will be it regarding the electrics. I'll test them when I've got it all wired in, and for no problems I'll move on to leveling the frets. So that's the electrics all done, absolutely no problems, electrics work fine. One minor problem, a middle pickup hums. It's a single coil. It doesn't hum in the full neck pickup mode or full bridge pickup mode. Jamie will not be using the middle pickup, he'll be using full humbucker in the bridge, probably 99.99% of the time. He may, once in a while, knock his toggle switch and slip into just a neck pickup for a nth of a second. You never know. It has happened before. So I'm going to show you how it looks. And I've turned to the photo. He says that absolutely looks the part. All the wiring's done, plates on, everything fits. One slight difference from the original is the volume knob slightly overlaps the pickup ring. Not something he'd considered before he bought the scratch plate. Now if he'd have bought a blank scratch plate, I could have moved these knobs down a bit out of the way. But it still works, it's fine. I just opened the spline a little on this volume knob just so I could get the knob on there tight, and it works absolutely fine. So he's going to be pleased just punch with this. There is no tone on the bridge pickup. That tone is for the neck. That tone is for the neck. That tone is for the middle pickup. I'm going to drop the middle pickup in, it's not going to be used. So that's it. All that remains to be done now is I'm going to go and level those 3 or 4 frets, or 2 or 3 frets that need levelling. Get them all polished up, get the neck back on, get some strings on, 1046s, tune to E standard, get the back plate back on. He did want it hard-tailing, so we have got it proper hard-tailed. That bridge is not going to move, no matter how tight your strings are. That will not move, I guarantee it. So that's it, get the back plate on, and that'll be it. Move on to the neck, get the frets done, get some strings on. Am I having a new nut? Yeah, I must be, because I've took the old nut off. So there you go. New nut will be going on there, and job will be a good one. So I have levelled the frets, given them a quick polish, all done. Just about now ready to put the strings on. One thing I have done, if you look under the string trees there, there's a little bit of black tubing under there, and these had no tubing on at all, and the string tree bit was dropping onto the headstock, only kept up, suspended by the strings underneath, and I didn't want to wobble it about, so I took a little bit of heat shrink wrap, placed it between the bottom of the string tree and the screw thread, and there you go. But it's now holding these string trees up. Just a little tip there, if you've got nothing, no proper plastic tubing to go underneath, a bit of heat shrink wrap will suffice, get you out and sort you out in a pinch. So that's that. I'm going to get strings on there, get the intonation set up, get the strings on, get the guitar set up. Oh, the nut, by the way, put the old nut back on. The nut was a little bit loose in the slot, so what I've done is, rather than just glue the nut back in, I've taken a piece of very thin tape, taped across the shelf, then glued the nut to the actual shelf itself. So if we ever, or to the tape itself, so if we ever need to remove that nut, just a matter of peeling up one end and the tape will peel straight off. We can replace that nut really easily. No reason to believe that nut is a problem. There's enough height on there. I may have to just file the grooves a little bit just to get the action that little bit lower, but keeping the old nut, so we're keeping the old colour scheme in there, so it still looks vintage. Going to crack on now, going to put strings on, get it tuned in, get it set up, and that'll be it, we're ready to go. The good thing about putting tape on your nut shelf before you put the nut in like that is, if you're cutting your nut slots and you make a mistake, you go too deep like I have done on this, you can just pull it out, it'll bring the tape with it, and you have a clean shelf on your guitar there. You have a clean nut shelf. Again, let me just pull that out, to glue the new nut into, like so. And I'm going to put a new nut on there now because I cut this one too deep on the third string. If you see the slot there on the third string, the 017 there, cut it far too deep. Rather than fill it in, I'm going to stick a new nut on there. So we do have, I believe, a flat, is it a flat nut? Looks flat. Soon find out on a flat surface. Yeah, flat nut. Good thing about that is I do have some flat nuts in stock somewhere. There we go. Bone ones as well. Flat bone nut. Have a pack of them there. If I can't get one to fit the slot, I will just sand one down a little and we'll put one in. Right, a bit too wide for the slot, like I say, so I will file one down and I will stick one of these brand new bone nuts on, free of charge of course, so he gets a new nut for nothing. Good news. And here we are with the guitar all done. I'll put a new bone nut on there because I cut the original nut a little bit too deep. It wasn't a perfect fitting nut anyway, the original one, so I'll put a brand new bone nut on there. Sure Jamie's going to like that, not going to charge him for it. And that's the guitar all done. Something I noticed by the way, these are Goto tuners on the back of that neck there. So all in all, a very nice guitar. It is not a Fender, I explained that at the beginning, but it is a Dave Murray lookalike. I explained it as an Adrian Smith lookalike in the beginning of the video because I hadn't gone and checked anything, I just assumed Adrian Smith. And there you go, but it's actually a Dave Murray type guitar as well. It's got the chrome pickup rings, which, so just to recap what we've done with this, giving it fret level, put on a new nut, put on a new scratch plate, all new electrics, pickup rings, new pickups to make it look like the Dave Murray, Maiden Dave Murray guitar, one of his Strats he uses. So that's it. I've blocked off the bridge. It's more, well, it's hard toed now. All pickups work. Jamie won't be using that middle one. The pickups look great. They're not much to write home about. I've had it plugged in, I've had it play. It plays fine, it sounds okay, but those pickups are not, they're not that high output, even though we put out 15k ohms. They're a little bit dull for me, a little bit bass here, but I'm sure Jamie is going to be pleased. This is just something for him to play at home when he's playing his Iron Maiden stuff. So not only is he going to sound the part, he's going to look the part. So that's it, another project done. Jamie can pick this one up this afternoon. I'm going to move on to something else. So until next time, boys and girls, be good to each other and I will speak to you soon.